You're listening to the Weekend Game Plan with Matthew Ross. Brought to you by Royal Ceramic, the consumer and contractor destination for incredible tile selection and much more. Visit royalceramic.com. Game Plan gets out into the community with Suburban Newspaper's sports editor Mark Lidbetter and the Amateur Sports Report.
Mr. Lidbetter, actually, John Still's here in the studio. Every time I say Mark Lidbetter here in the studio, John Still, what do you say?
Lidbetter. It's a Family Guy thing for back scratcher. Sounds very similar. Sorry,
old-timey.
Mark. Yeah, sounds very old-timey. Sounds like I'm selling popcorn at a baseball
Yes,
game.
it does. I like it.
Yes. Bet you hope to tie ya.
sports@thesuburban.com is the email address for Mark Lidbetter, of course, the editor of the weekly newspaper. Mark, let's jump right into soccer.
Yeah, because it's that time of year for soccer clubs as they strive to be the best team in Canada at the Toyota National Championships. Now, this year, local fans of the beautiful game have the opportunity to check out the U15 Boys and Girls Championships as Soccer Laval is hosting that category at the Bois de Boulogne Soccerplex. Now, seeding games take place today and tomorrow with the gold and bronze games set for Monday. And on the boys' side, AS Blainville and Montreal's Panolinos have moved on to the seeding matches. Blainville takes on Ontario's Woodbridge Strikers at 9:30 this morning, while Panolinos faces the St. John Fieldians out of Newfoundland at noon. Now, FC Repentigny will take on Ontario's Cumberland FC United Cobras at noon, and then Lakeshore and FC Regina will meet at 2:30 in girls' action. So plenty of action out in Laval for soccer fans. And meanwhile, in Surrey, BC, the U17 tournament features Lakeshore. We know that level quite well, Matthew? They've been out there a few times.
Yes.
Yeah, in the girls' division, and St. Laurent in the boys' segment. Lakeshore and St. Laurent also have advanced to the seeding phase, and St. Laurent is on the pitch against the Newfoundland Fieldians.
Fieldians?
The Fieldians, kind of a cool name.
Yeah.
And Lakeshore will face Winnipeg, and what's really nice is that all those teams from Quebec finished first in their group phase.
All right, let's move on to something we don't normally talk about here on the show. My daughter does the sport, so hey, let's do it. Karate.
Yes, karate. The NDG Karate Club is celebrating their 50th anniversary, and that club is the longest-running karate club in Canada.
Wow.
Yeah, now the special day is going to include training demos, a show of skills, and a party at the Hampton YMCA, which is at 5335 Hampton Avenue, in the heart of the Monkland Village. Now, there's an open invitation to join in the celebration. Founder Mike Litwinczuk will be on hand, and the RCMP security specialist started the club in 1968 when he couldn't find any martial arts group in Montreal. A member of the Black Belt Hall of Fame, he pioneered realistic and practical self-defense training methods derived from his police experience. Also on hand, Earl Robinson, 7th level black belt. He's the founder of the Yoshukan karate method and the best fighter Canada has ever produced. I mean, he's been ranked alongside Chuck Norris, Joe Louis, and other world-class champions of that era.
Wow.
World champion and national coach Louise Provencher, a 6th level black belt, international champion, and she was Quebec's first professional female boxer, is going to lead sparring workshops throughout the afternoon, while Canadian fighting champion Rebecca Curry, who has a Festan black belt, will lead round-robin kumite drills. There's also going to be kids' katas and weapons demonstration.
Wow.
Yeah, it all gets underway at 1:30. It's going to end off with a ceremony and celebratory cake around 4:30. So
I'll tell you.
on out.
I'll tell you what. My daughter does karate in Côte Saint Luc in the Cavendish Mall, and Stacy Unger is the sensei there, and he is considered one of the best ever to work with kids. It's incredible his way of relating with them. So I'm very happy with her. Actually, she'll be doing karate in about an hour's time. Actually, there, but I may take her to this at 1:30 today. This sounds like a very, very exciting day there at the YMCA, the Hampton YMCA. So thank you for that update, Mark. Elsewhere, into a little hockey.
Yeah, and this one is for us members of, how shall we say, the mature generation.
Mm-hmm.
At the Canada 55-plus Games held in St. John, Newfoundland, Les girls, made up mostly of players from the West Island, won the gold medal in women's hockey event, taking a 3-1 final on the ice of the QMHL St. John's Sea Dogs, where they defeated Halifax. And that was on the Harbour Station Ice Arena. These games featured over 1,500 athletes aged 55 and up. Hockey in the men's side had them into their 70s and past 75.
Wow.
And they were there from 10 provinces, 3 territories,
Yeah.
and they competed in 24 events.
All right. Well, Mark, we're running short on time here, but I would suggest that you do a story on these ladies. This sounds like a very, very cool and inspiring triumph.
Yeah, could be a picture and write up in next week's edition.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's squeeze it in. More hockey here.
Yeah, and speaking of hockey feminine, Canadians will be out in force for the 6th edition of the internationally celebrated World Girls Hockey Weekend, which runs right through through Thanksgiving Monday, with more than 320 events, from classroom lessons on the history of Canadian women in the game to outdoor ball hockey games, indoor off-ice sessions, even try-it clinics to get more girls involved, and actual games. Now, what's going to happen locally, though, out at Chateauguay, members of Montreal's Les Canadiens are going to be there for skills and drills sessions with a lot of the local players out of the Lac St. Louis region. So this is celebrating girls hockey, which continues to grow in popularity and size, and definitely in skills.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much, Mark. Sports at thesuburban.com if you want to get in touch with Mark for an item for this weekly segment or for the weekly newspaper on Wednesdays, thesuburban.com. Thanks so much.
Have a great turkey weekend, gentlemen. Take care.
All right. Yeah, gobble, gobble. It's 8 o'clock. Sports Center with John Still is next. On the other side, John Liu of TSN and Habs Breakfast.